Hey folks, D-Bar here. Today I've got something a little bit different for you. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the SMAW. It's a weapon that's included in the Red Hammer Studios United States Armed Forces mod. You can find the mod on Red Hammer Studios website. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can find it. If you like United States military gear, Russian military gear, they've got really good mods that are very detailed, so hopefully you'll go over there and pick them up. Alright, so I've set up a little test range. I got a Madrid down here. Basically, I'm just going to be showing you how to use the SMAW more effectively, because if you spawn in the game with a SMAW, it's not going to give you all the tools to make you as efficient as you should be. Basically, what you're looking for is these 217 spotting rounds. You can see them right here. I have them in the arsenal, which is useful. You can also find them in the RHS US Armed Forces ammo boxes. As you can see here, I'm going to try to add them to my vest, and it will not work. I don't know why the game does not allow you to add them to your vest. They really only take up about as much space as an M16 magazine, so it doesn't make any sense to me why I can't add them to my vest or my clothing. However, if you see here, I'm going to add them to my backpack, which is good, I guess, but I'd much rather have them in my vest because I always have like explosives or some other kind of thing in my backpack, and sometimes I tend to drop my backpack just to reduce some weight. But if you don't like to do that kind of thing, it's fine to just keep them in your backpack, especially if you're carrying missiles in your backpack, or rockets, I should say. One thing I want to point out is the sight on the SMAW. It's really not that great of a sight, and I know for a fact that assaultmen do not really like the sight on the SMAW, so they tend to use the RCO. The same RCO that's on the M4 and M16. So I'm just going to get ready to fire here. I would like to point out a few little things on the actual SMAW itself. For one thing, you can see if you use your scroll wheel, that's how you switch to your spotting rifle. And when you switch, it will be empty because, like I said, they don't include them with your default loadout as an assaultman. So you're going to want to reload, and as you can see, they load right up. You have 5 rounds. And what I wanted to point out on the SMAW actually is that on the side here, there's a small tube right alongside the main larger tube. Now that small tube is actually the barrel for the spotting rifle. The spotting rifle is actually attached to the SMAW, and they're used hand in hand. You load the spotting rifle rounds into the spotting rifle, and what you do is you flip a switch on the SMAW, basically, and you aim and fire the spotting rifle. Now the spotting rifle fires tracers, and all you're looking for is for the tracer to hit your target. And since typically you're going to be firing at armor, it's not a big deal if a tank gets hit by a tracer. Like, they're not really going to care about that. But what they don't know is that tracer has the same velocity as the small rocket. Now that small rocket, once that tracer hits, you can just switch right over to your small rocket. Once you switch to your small rocket, you can fire with a guarantee basically that you're going to hit at least where that tracer was. This whole method is basically just used to range your targets. There's no kind of there's no tracking or anything. It's just if you shoot the spotting round and it hits, you know that your range is correct. If your spotting round is short, your rocket is going to be short. If your spotting round shoots too far, your rocket's going to shoot too far. Now right there, I was right on. But my spotting round actually hit the wheel of the Madrid. So I'm just going to move my reticle up just ever so slightly so that my rocket hits center on the target. And as you can see, it's a direct hit, catastrophic kill. So I hope this helps you guys out. All those who have RHS, who are using the SMAW, who may not have known this little trick, but it is very useful, and you should use it in your future ops. So, thank you for watching. D-Bar out.